Hey guys, welcome back to the BuzzerBot, and this is set number 8110, I believe, the alternate model, the Unimog snowplow, or sometimes referred to as just the snowplow. It doesn't really have that official of a name. It's not mentioned anywhere in the instruction booklet, but I searched up on Wikipedia, and though not an official name, it obviously turns into a snowplow, so that's what it's been called. And the only difference, as you can see, is that everything was taken off and some of it was made into a snowplow. Now, I really hate this alternate model, actually. You know, when you pay $200 for a set, I would have expected a little more of the alternate model. And not to say that I'm glad that that the Unimog itself stayed the same, because I'm glad I didn't have to build something else, because it's really hard to build the Unimog. And if you want to build it back into the original model, it wouldn't be that hard. What I am disappointed by is, number one, how incomplete the snowplow actually up here feels, and number two, how both of the PTOs aren't used for anything, nor is the rear pneumatic hose used for anything, but mostly just the PTOs aren't used for anything. Like, actually the switch on the right side of the vehicle, while you have it in the snowplow mode, you'll only ever have it set to the pneumatic setting, because none of the other settings will actually do anything. Like, you can run them, but... oh, wrong one. You can run them, but they don't do anything at all, which really sucks. I wish they'd hooked up something to the front PTO, at least, that ran something on the snowplow, or even something on the back. They could have done something, I feel. But besides that, the front section is just really incomplete. I'm going to take my camera off here to show you some of the things that are really incomplete. Like, you have these axles sticking up out of here. You originally had another axle sticking up out of here with a gear, but I took that off for some reason. You have these random pins sticking out. I didn't assemble this incorrectly. This is just the way it is. And you have another where is it? You have, man, it's really hard to get behind here. You have another axle, or pin actually, behind there, that beige one that's just sticking out there. For a $200 set, the alternate model should have been a little more, I feel, and it's really just very, very incomplete. And you lose the entire box back there. And the only thing that's actually hooked up, the only feature that's hooked up, is the front pneumatic hose. That's the only thing. So, really disappointing. You don't even have to move the valve back here. It'll only ever be set to the front. But, to show off the features, I guess, I'll start it up. And move the valve to the front. Now, this one I'm pretty sure. Nothing's working. Hold on a second, let me make sure I put this the right way. Oh wait. Okay, there we go. It's pumping now. So as you can see, this valve on this side... hold on, something's wrong with the transmission. Alright, there we go. As you can see, the valve on this side moves the plow and tilts it, which is kind of cool. And the other switch will move it up and down. And it gets pretty low to the ground, but once it's on the ground, it's not low enough to really scrape against the ground unless you're on carpet or something. But if you're on a flat surface, it won't really scrape against the ground. But that's all this does, which is kind of disappointing. Nothing's hooked up to the PTOs, like I said. Nothing's hooked up to the rear hydraulic or pneumatic hose. That's all. So, if I had to rate this set, this alternate model, it'd be like a 3 or 4. Just as an alternate model. I mean, the Unimog itself is still really, really good, but it's like the fact that this is just so incomplete really detracts from the overall Unimog here. So, you could reassemble it. It doesn't take that long. It's kind of like a small $30 Technic set. It takes about that long or something to reassemble it, but it was kind of okay. I almost wish I hadn't reassembled it because it really detracted from the Unimog. So you might want to try it, you might not, but it's up to you, I guess. So the overall Unimog's really good, but this alternate model really, really sucks. So I'll see you guys in my next videos. Bye.